Alright, I'm live. I'm John Mr. Smith and I'm live. Again, I'm working on the track All That You Want, the remix I made last night. And today I wrote down some things I wanted to change about the track. Some things I thought were too loud, like the kick and the crash. I thought they were too loud. And I thought it could use perhaps another sound as a bass. I thought of an M1 organ, bass organ, and I thought the suit on the master created some kind of phasing issues. Like it sounded like there was a spectral a plugin on the master, I guess, which is the thing, but you could hear it in the higher frequencies. And I thought the kick pattern in the climax was a bit too much, but it's also because the kick is too loud, I think. So let's get starting, and first I'm gonna work on the kick, which is too loud and it has a wrong pattern in the climax, and then adding some bass. And once I'm done, I'm gonna export it and I'm gonna program the visuals, and hopefully I still have time to play it live in the film setup, so in the film area. Alright, let's get poppin'. Louder as well. So from the adjustments which I wanted to make, so I'm making adjustments to the remix I made yesterday of this track, All That You Want by Ace of Base. And one of the adjustments was the kick was too loud, the crash was too loud, and on the master I had Soothe, which created some spectral phasing issues. I had the idea, especially in the hi-hats, and I wanted to add a more percussion, an M1 Korg type of bass for the bass. So let's, because I now have this sound, I like a really suppy bass, but it needs to be like a really classic type of, and now there's a lot of reverb on there, which I wouldn't want to have. So that is the sound I want, but it needs to be way louder. Oh, that is too loud. Let's just play it. Yeah, and hopefully I'll... Yes, that is the sound. And I'm gonna EQ it, and yeah, it's a bit difficult to explain which sound I really want. It's just the classical M1 Korg. And I think it's really... It's probably also because I have this thing on now. Yeah, I want that filter to be on this sound because it needs to be there. Alright, let's see how that sounds.
Here's another baby.
main thing I adjusted now was the volume of the kick, which was, I think, too loud. So, and it really made a difference in the whole mix, because now I think a lot of elements which were previously really battling, like the piano and the saxophone, they fall far more in balance now. So that's really funny that, yeah, just by adjusting one thing, which, yeah, I heard it when I played it back at home, but yeah, funny. This is far better, so I'm gonna export it now. Just make an MP3 out of it and put it on my USB. Yeah, and in the meantime, I think, yeah, if you have any questions, I can play some other tunes as well. But if you have any questions for me, then if you're interested in anything I do, or even interested in what I do, just let me know. But if you like to know anything considering music production or playing instruments or philosophy, no, I don't know that much about philosophy, but I'm interested in it though. So let's see, and afterwards I'm gonna put it in Rekordbox, gonna put it on my USB. I think the remix is shaping up quite nice. So the feedback I had was the kick pattern for me, the suit on the master. I just dialed that down a bit. Yeah, and let's see. I tried another bass, but I think I would have to replay the whole bass in order to, if I wanted to use like a more M1 percussive sound. Yeah, but furthermore, I think the vocal, I think the melody of the tune of the original is really fun, I think, and it's I think it's almost made to be into a house remix, which I made of it now. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, let me know if you have any questions, if you're new, if you have seen me before or not, and maybe if you like to tell me about what I do or stuff, let me know. Yeah, I do daily live streams, but only for a short period now. So I make music in the studio. I make saxophone tracks. So I play the saxophone and I play keys. Let's see if I can show my keys here. Yeah. And I'm a DJ, so I'll put them on a USB, the tracks, and I'll play them afterwards. And I have a little cinematic setup with screens, because I also make visuals, which I will do just now. I'll make the visuals of this track, and yeah, and I play those tracks, and that's my act. So I'm an act. Yeah, so that's what I do. So this is a track which I made. I made it yesterday, and today I did a small little revision. So that's me playing the saxophone and the keys and everything. I'm gonna put the track on the USB, so I'm gonna put it in Rekordbox, and afterwards I'll program the visuals. So I'll start up my visual programming thing, and I'll switch over my audio as well. And I'll put the track in Rekordbox. There will be a minor buzz, which was that sound, and hopefully it recognizes the player. I'm gonna rewrite the text because that's something I do as well. Yeah, if you have any questions or stuff you want to know, or if you're just chilling and vibing and you're having a good time where you're at, let me know as well. Yeah. Alright, so let's put it in Rekordbox. It's a DJ program which you can collect all the tracks you have. It's useful. No, yeah, it's just yeah, it's a functional program. Let's call it that. Let's see. All right. No. Yeah, just putting in the cues, which will make it easier to DJ. Also always put an outro cue. That's the only real cue I add. Now I'm gonna sync it up to my USB. It only has to export that extra track. There might be a track missing, and I'm gonna eject the USB, and I'm gonna put it in the player. So USB in the player, and I'm gonna program the visuals, and I start up my let's see, my timecode program, which is Beatlink Trigger. It's a free program. I don't know if you've been following deadmau5 in his endeavors to make his own media players and such. He's using the protocol of the Pioneers players. So there's an open protocol. If you connect a player, a DJ player, like a CDJ player, there's a network protocol which the players use to talk to each other, and you can use that to manipulate stuff on the players as well. So previously I made a video showing that you can load tracks without actually using the buttons on the player. You can use it, load it externally, and you can do all kinds of stuff like BPM changes and start and stop as well, but all other kinds of trickery. And deadmau5 is now making I think his own media players using that protocol. I think it's quite funny, but yeah, I use it as well, by this guy, James, his name is, and Deep Link Symmetry is his company, and he makes this thing for free. The connection was lost with the but he made this program for free, and I've been using it for quite some time. It's quite useful. You can make your time code, like set your MIDI triggers and some MIDI time code as well, some other stuff as well, but Mainly it's yeah, it's for a kind of time code. So what I do I made this system as well, in which I mainly use the lyrics of a track. So I'm gonna play the track, see if it's not too loud. Turn it down a bit. I'm just gonna play the track. So I'm just gonna program the lyrics, all that she wants lyrics, and I'm just this part of the lyrics I used in the track. So I'm gonna I wrote this little script. Once you wake up, I made this little script, and I can easily set which beats I want the cues to happen. So I'll add cues here saying, okay, for example, this line of text needs to happen in my visuals at this moment, and this piece of line as gets called, several pieces of code are getting called, and response is quite a system, but in the end this outputs a piece of OSC, which is MIDI, but you can also use different data formats like strings. So I use an OSC. I send this string via OSC to Unreal Engine, and in Unreal Engine I convert that into a 3D font on screen. I know, all kinds of jargon, but bear with me. So I'm gonna, once you wake up, I'm gonna program or tap in at which moments the cues need to happen, and then afterwards I'll let my little program run, and it'll put that on in the time code. So that's the way I use it. So I'm just gonna chop up the lines. When you wake up late in the morning, light in the morning's just begun. She opened up her eyes and thought. That's one line. Oh, what a morning. It's not a day for working, it's a day for catching time. Just lying by the beach and having fun. She's going to get you all that she wants. Isn't that a baby? She's gone to all that she wants. Oh. And that boy is a shout, all that she wants. Isn't that a baby? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. All that she wants. Isn't that it? I could also just play the track as well. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that she wants is another baby. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that she wants is another baby. I think I'll just do the chorus, because I think the intermediate parts are always a bit, it's a lot of text and people are not necessarily gonna look at all the lines. It's just let's start it up. So I have this little piece of code which I made, and I just have to type in the BPM in order to sync up correctly. And 29.5, that's the starting time, and I'll tap this at the same time, and then I can start programming. She's going to get you all that she wants. Here's another baby. She's gone tomorrow, but all that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, but all that she wants is another baby. Yeah. So I did that, and now I can just start the program, which is just, I'll type in some numbers like how long, how many beats I would like the lyrics to be on screen every time, and now it starts automatically programming the cues. I made this piece of code because I thought this was quite mind consuming. It takes a lot of mind power to do this stuff. I mean, you can do it just clicking and just adding lyrics and then shifting it a bit left and right, but it's quite yeah, it takes quite some effort. But yeah, how are y'all doing? Do you have any questions perhaps, or things you want to know? Maybe we can make it like a Q&A, like what other things you would like to know about the stuff I'm doing. It can be anything. I'm up for anything. Let's see. I can't use my mouse now, so I'll check the chat in the. Can make it like a Q&A. In the. Is there a chat, or did I disable it? Nah. Must be still able to use the chat, right? Or maybe it's only in the YouTube app. Where's my YouTube app? Use my daily quota. Probably just because I'm a streamer, alright. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. So the code is running now. I think it's almost done, and afterwards I'll program the lights. So the lights up here respond the same as in the other parts where as in the film studio. I'm gonna set the out, all the outs are set to 4. So I have this other piece of code which is are these lines of codes, and yeah, this is also a thing I made myself. It's just indicating which style of font it's been using, the size of the font, that's the second number, the time, the speed of fade in and out of the thing, and if it's fading in or out. If the last number is a 1, that means that it fades out, and I don't want it to fade out. I set this number to 2, and all that you want, I think it can be like a 3, meaning that the font is medium sized, and I want a couple of fade outs in the sense that the lyrics should fade out as well, especially this one. It has to be a 3 here, because that's the end of that part of the lyrics. So, and here as well. And now I can program the lights. And I have to set this message as well to custom. Alright. So I can play the track or just do it out of what I have in mind. 0.5 here, I do a little strobe and left, right, and here also it's a little tiny fill, and then I do all that she wants. This is two fade, one fade, half fade because I want the energy, so adding energy even more so, and then here I did that invert, meaning that everything is going silent, and then here's the climax. So there I would always want to have strobe, and then fade 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 strobe here as well, because that's the start of the riff, of the sax riff. And here I have a little fade out, and here's that snare fill. Then I do a strobe here, and then left, right. So that's basically moving left, right, like to show you. It's this. Oi. Did it not? Let's see. Yes, that's good. Is it not? Suiting should be off. Yes. Ha. So that this is left, right. Blah blah blah. All right, going for a half here, and then 2, again 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Here a half, so it's going faster. Half beat, and then 0.25 high energy, drop before the climax, 3 strobes, and then fade 1, and I have double climax here, so I'll have 0.5 here, and then basic step left, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, here strobe 2 times, and then here strobes 3 times, and am I correct? I'm not sure. So that's lighting, and then here I'll add the shapes, which are gonna be, I think, small lines. I won't have any concrete stuff going on here, so maybe interesting here, like a up, maybe just for variation. And here I'll have the, yeah, I'll do also a thing for variation, which is the rotated square, what's it called again? Right, half, and then for the fade, let's see how much I got. Yeah, 25, and then 0.25. No lines here for the climax. Faster, 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 faster. Kill it. And then drop. So I would like a climax thingy here, and then here no lines, and then I use the up just now, which is a V shape, and then I'll use this here again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0.5. So it's just the same shape but faster, same shape but faster. And then no shapes, no lines, and then I'll do the center. I like to keep the first and second climax the same, just for consistency. I think consistency is really important. No lines, and then just small lines here as well. Okay, and the route I always do just on the climax, and this time it's a short climax, so it's only 32 beats. And on the big climax it's 64, so I'll do the 64 route. Alright. Sparklers, so when I use pyrotechnics, this sets that off. So actually if I put here a sparkler, it means also when I have pyrotechnics, like real pyrotechnics, they also go off, and then it's the question which level is suiting, and I think like which world. Jungle, now Redwood Night. I'm thinking the sunrise is really suiting, but a different color, so I guess yellow would be nice. Right, let me show you what I made just now. Just opening up Unreal Engine, because it's sending all these signals to Unreal Engine. So in Unreal Engine, everything's happening. So I have OSC coming in. So from Bitwig, I actually use Bitwig for lighting. I don't know if anybody in the world is doing this, but I'm doing it, and yeah, doesn't matter. And also a bit in an obscure way as well, I don't know, maybe. So the way this works is I have here light jams. This is an OSC thingy. All these knobs basically are OSC signals. So you have 64 signals, and these are being sent to light jams. Light jams is a program for lighting. It's really useful. You get to allocate a lot of different signals like MIDI, OSC, but you can also do like different stuff which I haven't used, like for example the Wii. You can use live inputs from that as well, but you can also have ArtNet in and out. Kinect is also something. I use the USB dongle because that's just the cheapest way to get to make DMX. So I have this dongle here. Let's see if I can use it without. It's the blue one, and that converts my DMX to hardware DMX. I send OSC from Bitwig to light jams, and that's converted to DMX. So you can see here the lights are corresponding with what's happening there. Starting up Unreal Engine in the meanwhile. So in Bitwig I have this program. I just made a lot of things using the curves, and these are synced to the BPM. So, and the BPM of Bitwig is synced to my players. So I'm using Ableton Link, and that's being, so if I change the BPM of the player, which I'm doing now, you see that the BPM of the light is changing as well, and that's also inside the visuals. So there's being OSC being sent to. Might as well deep dive right now. Let me show you. So this is a blueprint which I made in Unreal Engine. Now we're going under the hood, ladies and gentlemen. If you're interested in tech stuff, I'm now gonna go down the rabbit hole. So this is actually the most, I think maybe the thing I'm most proud of. Let's see if I can. So this is my Unreal Engine blueprint, and in here all the lighting, the levels, all the things, well, the half of it is actually being done in this blueprint, and you can see the red lines are signals flowing. So there's a lot of OSC coming in here. That's the OSC from light jams, and it's being fed to textures in the world. So in the world, for example, the logo which I have has a texture, and that texture emits light. So that's a property of the texture which you can adjust. So if I would take that, just so if you have a thing, so everything in the 3D program has a mesh and a texture, and the textures in Unreal Engine are quite cool. You can do a lot of awesome stuff with that. It's also really high quality. But one of the properties you can set is the emissivity. so how much light it is emitting. And I'm using the OSC, which is flowing from Bitwig. So from Bitwig you see these two knobs, and these two knobs actually control the volume. And now we're getting interesting. It's controlling the volume, and that's being sent to this plugin. This plugin then sends OSC to LiveJams, and inside LiveJams the OSC is being converted to internally in the program stuff, but then also being patched outside to this DMX dongle. It goes to the outside, but it's also being outputted as OSC internally in my computer. So I have an OSC network. So here you can see the OSC being sent out to a couple of channels, and these OSC channels in my internal OSC network are being read in here in Unreal Engine, and these light signals are being read here, and then they are being set to the emissivity of certain materials. So for example, the texture of the logo, but also the textures of other meshes which are changing in the worlds. So that's actually how that's working. So let's see how the visuals are looking of this thingy. So that's it. That's now the visuals. It's working. So that's nice, and I think I'll keep it at that for this stream. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up camp in my film studio, and I'm actually gonna play the track just one more time, I guess, and then it's off for today. Then I think I'll call it a day. Thanks for watching, especially if you're still on the stream. If you're watching this now, thanks for watching, really cool. Also that you stayed with me, showing off my technical, the back end of the whole system. I think that's quite a lot. Yeah, it's a passion project. It has been. I've been developing that for years on end, and I think it's one of a kind. I think there aren't. I think I'm especially the only DJ, I think, who has this type of system. And actually I've been showing it to other famous DJs as well. Like I showed it to Rebuke, who has been using visuals in yeah, playing shows like Anima. Like Anima has his visuals as well, but they're not doing it live. And Rebuke, as last Amsterdam dance event, he was developing his own live visuals, and I was like, yeah, you can do that, because I've been doing that for a couple of years now, and it's possible. And yeah, I think, and even with a single laptop, quite proud of that as well. That I'm also using one laptop for lighting. I get my audio from here, like I play piano live, processing the saxophone. All that stuff is being done live from one laptop. I think that's absolutely amazing, actually. But yeah, enough razzle dazzle. I'm off playing the track in the film studio. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate it that you're sticking by. If you haven't, please follow. If you have, thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and see you in a bit. If you like, I'm gonna be live in like 15 minutes. I have to get a little permission to do this as well. Thanks for watching.